1, 2, 3, SCA!
I could maybe, in order to get this spider guard, I could maybe start here, or my opponent could have broken guard, and I'm just kind of in this sort of position where I have my kind of post, and I don't want to be here forever. I want to look to first take one. It doesn't matter. I can be this one, or it can be this one. I want to get one of my foot up, and I want to jam it into the crease of his elbow here. As I jam it, I want to pull and push at the same time. Given that I don't want to let go. I want this basically gives sort of like constant pressure and kind of locks his arm into place. After this, I want to take his opposite foot. I want to jam it in here. And I notice how I have that kind of one higher than the other. This is important. So depending on which way he goes, so if he starts to lock himself this way, I want to change and switch in order to alleviate, keep it, because he wants to, what he wants to do is if I don't leave it, keep walking around. I'll do it. If I don't do it, he'll start to walk and be able to take me down. So switching my legs around keeps him from doing it.
So leg up on the side he's going?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the basic premise. So before we start anything, let's just have a little warm up where we get here and just have don't actually like go 100%, but like walk around and follow each other around. He's on his knees. I'm able to get the spider guard here, here. A very simple sweep I can do, very similar to that of like a butterfly sweep, is that all I gotta do is put my foot on his hip. I want to make my angle, of course. Angle out, foot on his hip. I'm gonna push, and this will get rid of his base and drive out here. Now, I don't want to just let go because he can immediately come back up into me if he wants. So I'm gonna keep that pressure on his arm even after sweeping him over here until I'm able to kick that foot through and get them out. So I'm sure that again. I have my guard, spider guard. I never just want to be, another point rule, I never want to just be straight like this. If I am straight, I want to try to get this sort of weird position where I'm putting that pressure down like this, but I don't want to stay here forever. This is only temporary for when I switch out. I immediately want to get out to my side. Like that. So I don't ever want, you know, in spider guard, you never want to just be sitting here. You want to be at an angle. So from here, hips are out, foot on the knee, kick, drive, take this leg through, and mount. Like that. So I have some options. A very simple thing I can do from here is to take this, bring it through, sorry, my bad. This grip, and basically start to go for a waiter sweep from here. So I want to walk through and just basically drive back.
Oh, you're doing that.
Now look at this. I immediately have options to go for an ankle lock if I want to.
So to do that foot lock, we'll just kind of keep going down this road, the succession from the sweep to kind of throw this in here. Actually, go that way so Mommy can see it. I think it's better for you on this side. Because I'm going to go to the right. My shoulder's too fucked up. All right, so 50-50. We're going to start here just to kind of get into the position. This is ultimately where we are, where you're ending up with this position to go for the finish. So we're just going to look at this particular finish. So what we're looking to do is we want to try to feed our arm through here, obviously, right? And what we're using, the mechanics of this, is that we're using the structure of this arm. The way it's built is it's built like a knife, right? So we don't want to have the knife's edge on the ankle, like the side of the edge, the side of the, whatever it's called, the side of the knife. You want to have obviously I'd say the back of the knife, right? Say this is your knife, boom, here's the back of the knife. I want to have that up against his shin. And I want to be quite far down, right? Because if I'm too shallow, it just ends up being more of a pain thing. And a lot of guys won't even tap to this because they just know it's not breaking anything. It's just going to bruise their muscles, and that's all it's going to really do. A lot of people won't tap to that, but if you can get that leg fed down and get more towards the Achilles here, to almost where you're almost like in a heel hook position. So I'm not that far off of a heel hook position. I'm just wrapping my arm through instead of hooking the heel, right? From here, I can there's multiple ways to make this grip. I was taught this way, right, originally. And then somebody had said, well, just go here. It makes it much tighter. right? So what this is gonna enable me to do to be able to put more braking pressure on his actual foot, right? So here is like your basic way. To finish this, I don't wanna finish this up here, right? I'm not gonna be trying to do this. To finish this, I'm gonna roll to my side, boom. And then now, I'm just gonna, barely even gonna turn into it. And he's gonna tap. It makes it way tighter when I get on the shoulder to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, you're not gonna get many finishes here. You might be able to get this back finish here. Like you might be able to if I'm,
He's checking.
yeah. But most likely, so play with the grip, see which one you like. It just really depends on the leg too. Because some people have thicker calves and you're not gonna be able to make that wrap. But if you would know I can make this wrap, and I would probably go here because it's tight as hell, right? But some guys like him, he's got thicker ankles. Maybe when I get there, I'm gonna end up doing here. But I wanna make sure that I'm grabbing my wrist here and not here. You see how this breaks? This gives more bend to your thing. You want it more stiffer. So you want to grab towards where your ankle meets or your wrist meets your palm, right? Here, so you're actually grabbing this bone and you're not gonna get any bend in that. All right, so let's get it in 50-50, let's give that a shot. Just get into the upright position, boom. Play with it a little, play with the grips, and then go for the finish. And get your partner to tap. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Similar thing, I have the spider guard. What I'm actually gonna look to, so this is just what I'm saying, I'm gonna look to do a shin to shin. And I'm basically going to get him, raise his shin up to Scott. Like this, I wanna get his shin under, over the top, and I wanna raise it up. I wanna flip him over. So I wanna pull him up, and I wanna use my shin to drive it up at the same time. So come back. So I have my spider guard, I'm coming, I'm gonna take my shin to his shin, I'm gonna drive him up, and start to pull him this way. And basically sweep him over.
Kind of like a pendulum sweep, like once you got the shin.
It's like a big butterfly, yeah?
Or a
It's the
butterfly.
same thing, man. What he's doing is he has to drive me to get the angle first.
Yeah.
And then he just lifts up the shin to follow. Right? It's the same thing. It's like somebody's sitting heavy on that foot, you're not gonna get him up. You gotta make the angle first. So he's driving, you'll see he drives all the way over to make the angle before he makes it a switch.
So, yeah.
Right? He drives me out this way. Now he's got me high and he can just take my angle. He has to get me light off that angle.
Yeah.
Yes. He has to get me light. That's the finish. Right? He's gotta get me all stepping down on this side. And by steering me like he was showing you guys earlier to get you over here, and then he just lifts and drops. It's the same thing. Steer him over. Right?
Cool.
Show him again.
So here, in the spider guard, I'm gonna steer him this way. I'm going
He's got me
shin
going
to
this
shin.
way. He's gonna steer. Yep.
Drive, and lift. Him over.
You guys wanna give it a
Cool.
shot? 1, 2, 3. I gotta immediately just go.
Oh, bring him to his.
That's how I beat this guard.
Can you do that one more
I just
time?
got to get him off of that. Right, so if I'm here and I'm playing with Noah, boom, I'm gonna immediately just come bring him down here and just get him out of that game.
Smash heavy on top after
Yeah,
that.
and then, whatever I got to do. Like if I got here, I'm gonna start smashing this,
You just-
down and
you just
try to
pulling
really
it-
work my way up.
You're just ripping the tablecloth off, basically.
Yeah, so all you're doing is you're just taking a jump step back and then get him down.